Cozy to find those picks off. So right now, D7 is on a completely different support. I think that definitely is Florence going to be able to bring something different to the picture. But BURNXFLASH, I fancy their opportunity looking into this matchup. Whereas Smart Omega, I want to see how exactly will they be able to keep
possible. But speaking about as soon as possible, we'll get into the game as soon as possible. BURNXFLASH versus Smart Omega, round 2.
Yeah, steady as it goes. Doesn't seem like there's too much of these invade shenanigans coming right at them. Whereas the DQ will be just having pretty much a lot of spacing to just deal with the clock. Whereas both supports now over on the top side of the map instead. CCAT is just going to be doing some scouting duties right now on that Terizla. A little bit more of a vision control all over map as they are having this Fredrin slowly pathing over the top side. Guess that they definitely would require a little bit more setup to even try to get those catches over on the D7 or even Donut. I don't think they do have that form of priority to actually get that pick so early on, so it will be a very steady form of pacing from both ends without much kills going on either way. But oh my goodness, D7 already getting chunked down.
Yeah, so far we can see a lot more control from Smart Omega again, despite Lewis playing a Vandred. But look at the invasion that he's currently doing at the top lane, and that shoot away one member of BURNXFLASH. And now they're definitely in control of the top. And where is Claude going to go? How is Claude going to farm? And that would be a big issue if he can.
I guess he's just gonna have slight struggles while he tried to juke some of all these enemies away if there's ever gonna be a dive. But this Fredrin is just really hijacking the buff while the turtle is being attempted by the side of BURNXFLASH as well. I guess they pay no mind to that. D7 will have to back away. I don't think that CCAT can do anything about this Fredrin that's slowly advancing ahead, looking for the dive, placing the wet bait popped up. He's looking for the pick against Zhao M, but he's not going to be able to find it. Oh my, he does go ahead and flicker above. 1-for-1 exchange at the very least to make it even.
Yeah, nice time journey there to buy time for Matt to come and get that kill. And you know what I do like about Smart Omega at this moment is that they don't do textbook plays. It's like normally on a textbook play you were like, okay, jungler has to be at the turtle to get the retribution in, but no, he goes in for the jungle invasion. Instead, he used the retribution to take out the purple buff and allow his other teammates to take the turtle instead. That's like 2-in-1 for Smart Omega.
Yeah, they're just getting pretty much objective based, and they did manage to actually get more of a lead coming in from small little exchanges coming right through. Now, over the top side, once again, piling on pressure. Sir Matt did manage to get the retry off, and will take away the crab in order to gain that regenerative goal. So, I guess that BURNXFLASH just gotta play on the different pacing. It's gonna be burning out the Blazing Wet very early on. Time Journey pulls them back, and this is him being stuck right in the corner of the map. And there's nothing you can do. Novaria snaps it down from afar.
Yeah, that is the reverse time journey, ladies and gentlemen. He went in first with the blazing duet and he thought that, okay, I could get away with this, but the time journey pulls him back, and that is how he got taken out. So Donut is definitely not having a good time at the top lane. But now coming back to the mid lane, we do see here Matt 2 onto him, but no issue.
Yeah, and to me, that attempt of Blazing Duet is very questionable because he's obviously all alone, right? And the support was nowhere around him in order to make sure that he escaped safely. So I think like he cannot be as reckless as he was before if they were to fight for this turtle.
Yeah, totally agree. And plus, he does not have the damage yet, so the Blazing Duet won't be able to bring back dividends that he wants. So yeah, it was tough. But now looking at the total fight, it's going to be 50-50. Everyone is there. But for Donut, I don't think he will be able to bring big impact considering that he had a tough time at the top lane.
Oh, let's see it as they are going to be funneled right through the pit as well. ATM is stuck by the corner of the wall as Sir Matt will be able to take them down and will also walk away with the turtle in hand. things are going south for the side of BURNXFLASH as Donut has got nowhere to run. Will have to find his way to just hop right across, and now will have to give way. The whole jungle is being raided as well. I don't think that there is much that they can do about this whole situation that they put themselves through.
Yeah, so I mean, Donut is not having a good holiday here. Battle mirror image had to be used for him to get away. If not, they would surround him and they will gobble him up underneath the first turret at the top. So it's really desperate times here for Claude. And if Donut is not able to scale, let's see who else is able to do that amount of damage. Maybe Shima, but even so, Shima has to go in. It's going to be tough. But speaking about going in, Shima goes in and now tries to find that one kill onto Jom. Jom still alive at this very moment, but finally taken out by Shima.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much for him to handle. There's like 3 to 4 members coming out of BURNXFLASH, and when the Gruneberg gets in range, there's almost no escaping from that point. But good pickoff nonetheless by BURNXFLASH. Let's see if they can actually do much about this turret situation where Sir Matt is just slowly checking down the health bars of Shima. Though they have ATM pretty much low at the moment, Paramis will be able to try to buy some time for ATM to escape, but there's no escaping for now. We'll just have to full commit onto this, burning the flicker wave, but he's still buying as much as possible. ATM will eventually go down, but that's all they can basically do in this form of scenario. So I would say that the exchange was still pretty much worth it for BURNXFLASH, as they did get some gold out of the turret.
Man, that was super duper close. Smart Omega could have gotten a couple more kills, but that's okay. But speaking about kills, now Donut is trying to find Lewis, and for Lewis, they won't be able to catch him, so they have to let him go at this moment. Plus, the turtle is up, so you don't want to overextend. You don't want to spend too many skills on the one hero in which you very unlikely to get a kill. And now turtle-wise, Smart Omega has control of it, but BURNXFLASH is there. Nevertheless, Sir Matt, he's ready with the retribution, and that goes again to Smart Omega. Still a clean objective taking by them.
Yeah, BURNXFLASH, they're just losing so much of the map pressure as well. Now they're not affording any form of space to roam about, with Smart Omega pretty much sticking around as they're also looking to invade and just slowly hijack camps after camps. They're going to be looking for a target over on the bottom side, and Sir Matt goes in for looking for ATM. ATM has to walk away out of that zone itself. Speaking of which, just holding on for the time being. Though they may not be able to survive penalty zone over on this too, but there's no minutes for them as well. Not much damage that has been dealt in exchange, so BURNXFLASH will have to let this one crumble. This Claude has to actually join in the party, C-Cat as well.
That's a prime example, right? Yes, penalty zone hit on the 3 from Smart Omega, but who's going to deal the damage? The damage is again an issue for BURNXFLASH, and Claude didn't have a good time, but now ATM is back.
Looking for Zhao, but his is going to be exchanged for Sir Matt, as there's just layers that they have to go through against Smart Omega. And right now, if this goes on for another 5 more minutes, Smart Omega's going to be walking away with the game. 30 more seconds before the Lord comes right through. And they're still out on the hunt. Spotting them out, but if he runs into tree, I don't think that Sir Matt will be able to walk out of this safely, but here we go. A commitment onto Donut as well. And Smart Omega will bring them down one after another. A double kill going their way. And Zhao M is just sheepishly smiling across the board.
Contra, the gap is big. That is a prime example. Even though you have everyone onto Matt, there's nothing that they can do. Okay, even if we look at the items, right? Like, okay, looking at the items averagely, maybe they completed like 2 items each. For BURNXFLASH and Smart Omega has completed like 3 items. So at this moment, we can definitely see the gap, even practically on the Land of Dawn as well. BURNXFLASH, if they don't find space to farm to get items, they're not going to win team fights.
Yeah, and I just love the build coming from Sir Matt, actually prioritizing on all these defensive stats instead. of going for raw damages. Like, you saw how much time he actually bought when he was trying to steal away the purple buff. And now, a dive onto Donut. Surmat's just being absolutely confident in taking anybody on. And of course, there's always going to be backup if ever the case that they need it. But just look at BURNXFLASH. They can't even hold onto the turrets over the mid, and they need to focus down this Lord.
Yeah, ATM had the dominance eyes and plate armor. You have the plate armor, but you're not tanky enough, and there's so much damage coming from Smart Omega. So even though you have the plate armor that reflects the damage, he won't be able to survive much. So for him to even start the penalty zone in, he might be taken out fairly fast.
Indeed, and we're just having issues after issues for BURNXFLASH in order to redeem themselves from this very, very tough state. And there we go. Penalty zone being dropped right in. Lewis gets caught by the Guinevere, but will be able to flicker out to safety. And now Seacat's in trouble as well. The Paramis will be able to give them a little bit more fighting chance. But Surmat, he does not care. He's just going to go in for the dive and still walks out of the way alive. Almost taking down Shima. And over top side, Lewis just causing huge nuisance. Only a little bit of tickle will crumble out the mid-side turret. And Smart Omega, they're looking to end this in a swift flow.
Yeah, that's going to be the mid turret down. So not only the inhibited turret at the bottom lane left, and this is where Smart Omega look at their disciplined gameplay. They know they came, they know they got what they wanted, and they back off, they reset, because their outs are currently on cooldown. 4 outs cooldown for the side of Smart Omega, so this is time for them to reset in preparation for the next Lord. What they're gonna do, textbook gameplay, disciplined gameplay, go in for the Lord in about 30 more seconds, get that Lord, and potentially end the game.
BURNXFLASH, 10,000 gold behind. I'm not too sure if they will be able to maybe get the steal onto the Lord to at least extend their chances here. But if they really have to do so, then they really need to ensure that their positioning will be pretty much on a great space in order for them to actually keep themselves not only alive, but eventually seek out the targets that they desire. It doesn't seem like any of them have been able to really find catches onto Ray L. Core problem that we're looking at here for the side of BURNXFLASH, because they depended so much onto Donut to actually be very well fed with enough resources. But you saw the focus coming out of Smart Omega from the early game itself, where they just want to ensure that this Claude will not have a good time in the game. And till now, I would say there's not much impact coming in from the side of Donut.
Yeah, and Smart Omega knows that, right? I mean, they are smart to find that out. And that is why they pressured the goal lane a lot during the early stages. If they managed to do that, they open up space for their other goal laner, they're cool. And now, speaking about cool, this is going to be the Lord in.
There we go. Guinevere opening things up with the ultimate, but this is where Dalam gets them all shredded up. One pick after another, and this is where Donut scrambles to stay alive. Immortality purchased by the side of Lewis. I guess at this rate, it does not matter. Seacat, the final member to be eliminated, as Smart Omega secures the series 2-0.
And that means that BURNXFLASH, unfortunately,